my battery went dead, so I had to find a place to plug in. So I'm going to do part two, and this is a little better place because it's a little cooler. I was out in the sun before. Where we ended off was doing some stretches because we were in between the top half portion and the bottom left lift. So we're going to do a little stretch now, and then we're going to go into the bottom right lift for 15 sets of 10. And again, it's whatever stretches you want. Where we left off, we were stretching out, doing the left pinwheel. We had already done the right, so we'll go ahead and do the left now. Basically, your legs are kind of like in a pinwheel formation, where they're both in this type of setting. And what you're going to do is just take both of your hands, place them behind, since we're doing the left pinwheel, place them behind the left knee. And you're going to turn, twist your body all the way around to where your head is faced towards the back. And there's an alteration of this, which is called like the dough or deer or something like that. And I'll show you that later. But what this stretches out is the side back here, as well as the down here. And your back. I can feel it in my upper back as well. And it feels really good. So for me, I don't think you have to be a professional. Whatever feels good, that's what you do. Not because of laziness, but it feels good because it feels good. You know the difference. And then what we're doing is we're stretching over the right arm all the way over to the left. The left elbow is down on the ground. And then you're going to bring it over to where you're like bowing. Your chest is facing the ground. And if you want, you can kind of, again, twist it to where both your elbows are touching the ground. Your face is facing straight downward. You know, it's a twist that feels really good. The more you twist, the better it feels. And again, you can even bring it forward. And we're back to the Indian style position. We're going to bring our hands over our head. And kind of inhale so you kind of arch your back a little bit. Get some air and circulation going. It feels really good. Then you want to stretch over to the left a little bit. And then forward. You do a ballerina bow for everyone. And if you can't, stretch out as far as you can. If you're like me, like, you know, I've developed this fat. I have fat in the way. But as far as you can, you know. And then you want to go over to the other side and do the exact same thing. And the thing is that when you do this, you can place your other hand flat down, and you're kind of pulsing your elbow so it comes down to the ground. You feel it in your side, you feel it in your arms, and then you can move it all the way down and stretch even deeper into it. And again, we're going to do the ballerina bow to the side. And for some reason, this side is harder for me to work because I don't use it that much. But do the best you can with what you have. And then we can just twist to the left, center, and I feel a little twinge in my back. But it's okay. If it starts to hurt and you're uncomfortable, just stop. You don't want to hurt yourself. Now that was good. And we're almost ready. And for me, what the stretches are really is me stalling before I go to the next set, just to make sure that I'm up to it, because I want it to be a good workout when I get to the next set. I don't want to spend the whole time like doing 2 crunches and then stopping and staring at the sky for 10 minutes. So just make sure that you're really ready. I'm going to stretch my feet out straight in front of me now. Move y'all back a little bit. And I don't know if I can touch my toes, but we're going to try. Yeah, I made it. Okay. So. And try as much as you can to have the back of your legs flush to the ground. Your knees will pop up a little bit. You can bounce them a little. You don't want to lock them, but bounce them a little bit. And then once you see that you can touch your toes, if you want to, see if you can grab the flat part of your feet. And again, your knees are going to come up, but try to coax them to go down. Okay, and that's, you know, if it's more comfortable, grab your ankles and get your elbows to touch your knees. And so that'll kind of develop that stretch for you, and it does feel good. You feel it in the back of your legs right behind your knees. Okay? And then you want to stretch your chest out, put your hands behind you, and simply pull your shoulders back, arch your back. And you can feel it like, think about if you had like a quarter in between your shoulder blades. That's what it want to feel like. Just a good feeling all the way around. Shake it out. And now we're going to do, we did left over right, so we're going to do right over left, bottom half crunches. We will bring everybody up closer so you can get a good look at my big fat belly. But hopefully, if we stay with our fat and lazy boot camp, we'll get rid of it. Again, it's 15 sets of 10 for a total of 150. You have your hands under your bottom. You can either grasp them or put them in a triangle formation at the small of your back, between where your buttocks and the small of your back meet. And we'll count out. We're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that was number 15. We have 15 whole sets. So we're going to 14 now. So 14, 9, oops, wrong. Right over left, 14, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, I have fat rolls. Don't let it discourage you. Because you got to start from somewhere. And if you're discouraged just because of what your appearance is today, you'll be 10 times worse later. So, you know, while you have your little fat rolls, do it now. Before you have a big old keg and there's nothing that you can do about it. Or it's harder. So, you know, whenever you feel that you want to do something, do it. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what people say. Because it's about you and your development and your growth. You know, there's a lot of love and healing in that. So, and development and growth. So start with you. And for the ladies, I know the thing about getting fat, at least you have more boobs, you know? But if you exercise while you're fat, you can lose the waistline. If you're doing cardio, you can lose the waistline and keep the boobs, but you gotta do cardio. So that would be roller skating, which I plan on doing again soon. Roller skating, jumping jacks, running, and then swimming helps you develop the line of your body. So those are other things that you can do. Promote your physical well-being, which leads into your mental well-being as well. And you see me wiping because I'm outside and there's bugs out here. And I don't want like ants and spiders crawling on me. So if I feel anything, I'm wiping it. Alright, so we did our 15 sets of 10 for the bottom right. Now this is what's going to be the hard part, and I'm going to do this in a separate section. The next exercise up is when you're isolating your central abdominals. You're bringing your top into your bottom, and y'all will see that next.